the most important car that I've been involved in launching. That's a direct quote from Managing Director of Mazda, Jeremy Thompson. The Mazda CX-60 is their new flagship model, and it's so important to the brand for a few reasons. For one, it's the brand's first plug-in hybrid, but you can also have it in the option of having the most powerful petrol engine that Mazda have ever produced. On top of that, you also have the option of having a very different hybrid diesel engine, which is pretty rare nowadays. But that's what Mazda is very good at doing, being different. In today's video, I'm going to tell you all the reasons which, if you're fed up of your unreliable German car brands, you should take a look at the Mazda CX-60. So if you want to find out all the details of this new large SUV, then please keep watching. And if you do like new car reviews from brands like Mazda, Honda, Hyundai and many, many more, then go ahead and hit the subscribe button and join the John Banks Review channel. Plus, if you had any more questions or queries, or if you'd like to book yourself a test drive, then you can contact Colchester Mazda down below. Okay, so first of all, let's talk about what makes this so special.
Mazda offers the CX-60 with a 3.3 litre straight-six diesel, one of the largest diesel engines available anywhere on the market. It's available with a 200 horsepower rear-wheel drive or a more powerful 245 horsepower all-wheel drive configuration. The 200 horsepower model has a 0 to 62 time of 8.4 seconds, whilst the 245 horsepower model achieves this in just 7.4. The CX-60 plug-in hybrid is both a first for Mazda and also the most powerful engine in a production model, whilst still being ideal for company car users, producing 327 horsepower and 500 newton-meters of torque with a 0 to 62 time of just 5.8 seconds, and it has a battery capacity of 39 miles.
Mazda is extremely proud of where they come from, and they lean a lot into their Japanese heritage when it comes to the design of the CX-60. I'll talk a bit more about that when we go onto the interior, but it's also filtered through to the trim level names. You have 3 different trim levels for the CX-60. The entry level is the exclusive line. If you opt for this car, which is the Hamura, it's slightly sportier. You get some 20-inch black alloy wheels and varying elements like the grille surround and the door mirrors, which are also finished in black. If you go for the top spec exclusive line, this has a slightly more luxury feel over the sporty elements, and instead you get chrome details where they're finished in black on this Hamura model. If a premium car is what you're after, then look no further than the CX-60. Mazda has worked very hard on making sure the interior quality is up there with the utmost of its premium rivals. That includes having soft leather covering this 2-split centre console. You also have some really nice leather seats which have the brown stitching on this Takumi model. You have leather all the way across to the back of the dashboard, and only very low down can plastics be found, but even when they are lower down, they're still better quality than in a lot of its rivals. Everything is very tactile as well. It's all very soft to the touch, and you have this lovely textured design on the centre console, which is an alternative to carbon but still looks very sporty. You also have flashes of chrome around the steering wheel and around your climate control dials, which feel very good quality. But let me jump into the driver's seat and tell you all the reasons I think the CX-60 is a cut above the rest. Quality is not just above average, so is equipment levels. You get so much equipment as standard in the CX-60. If you go for the entry-level exclusive line, this will include 18-inch grey metallic alloy wheels, black leather trim with heated front seats, DAB radio with 8 speakers, Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, dual zone climate control, adaptive cruise control, automatic lights and rain sensing wipers, front and rear parking sensors, and also an electric powered tailgate. Stepping up to this Hamura line model, you then get heated and cooled seats on top of just the heated seats in the exclusive line. You also get a sliding panoramic sunroof. You get a 360-degree parking camera and an upgraded Bose sound system. On top of all of that technology and specification, it also gets a driver personalisation setting. So to begin, by setting up the car, you simply choose your height. So I'm 5'5", so I'm going to go ahead and select that now. And then as you see when I start, first of all the steering wheel will move into the optimum position, and then the seat will begin to move as well. This is now in the optimum seating position for a 5'5" driver. But what really is the CX-60's trump card is something that Mazda has always prided itself of being, and that's user-friendly. It's so easy to use, especially when driving. Nowadays, when I watch my videos and the comments that people say, they're always commenting about how difficult it is to use touchscreens when driving and how it can be quite dangerous. Well, not with Mazda. With Mazda, you still get the center controls for your large screen, and this means when driving it's really easy to scroll through all the various settings. You also have a ton of physical buttons as well, including all of the buttons for your climate control. So once again, this makes it very non-distracting when driving. As all Mazda CX-60s come with hybrid technology, they also come with regenerative braking. This is a piece of technology which, as you lift off of the accelerator, it gently brakes the engine, putting energy back into the battery from braking. You can adjust the settings of the regenerative braking via the infotainment system. The Mazda CX-60 might not be quite as light or small as the MX-5, and its handling is never going to be quite as sprightly, but Mazda have worked really hard on giving the CX-60 as good a handling as the rest of its models in the range. The steering is well weighted and body roll is kept to a minimum despite its height. Now, there were some issues around the suspension when the CX-60 was first launched, and customers said that it was just a bit too firm. So there is a recall in place, which means the suspension has been adapted to be a little bit softer over bumps. It's now far more pliable and easy to live with, and in fact I think it's the sweet spot between being engaging to drive and also comfortable for long journeys. Practicality is of the utmost importance when it comes to family SUVs, and that's why Mazda has specified the CX-60 to have an electric boot on all versions of the model. Once inside, you have 570 litres of boot space. The opening is also super wide, and you have that flush floor to the boot opening. So lifting items in and out like pushchairs or wheelchairs is very, very easy. You can also fit a ton of luggage, and this is great for family trips. You also get nets on the side to keep your items safe, and you can also drop down the rear seats using the levers in the boot. The rear doors open at almost a 90-degree angle, so getting in and out of the Mazda CX-60 is really easy, and also lifting in child seats will be excellent as well. You also get two child seats ISOFIX fitments in the rear, and the quality is just as impressive as the front of the vehicle. You get two USB-C charge points and a 3-pin charger as well. How handy is that for road trips with the kids? You also get heated seats, which is a luxury in the back, even in this Hamora model. You get somewhere to pop items in the door pockets behind the seats, and a pull-out armrest with a couple of cup holders. So if you're somebody who really focuses on the engineering of their elements within their cars, then as you can see, it doesn't get much better than the Mazda CX-60. So much of Mazda's heritage has gone into making some of the best performing engines on the market. We love the CX-60 and we think it's a breath of fresh air compared to all of its German rivals which are currently out. But let me know, what do you think of the CX-60? Maybe you've gone for one. If you have, let me know your experiences in the comments down below. If you have enjoyed the video, please go ahead and give it a big thumbs up. If you've got any more questions, or if you wanted to take one for a spin yourself, then you can come down to Mazda Colchester and test drive either the petrol or the diesel variants. Any other questions? Then click the link down below and chat to one of our sales associates. If you want to see more videos like this, then please don't forget to go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Until next time, see you later.